Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
And I am Brian from San Francisco.
And this is Netrunner with TeamworkCast. This is a game night tournament, and this is the last round from this tournament that I forgot on which date it is. I think it's September, not exactly sure. Anyways, on the left we have FFOX, also known as Alex, and on the right we have the German champion Axul himself, and this is going to be a huge game, and I'm glad to have Brian on board here. Hi Brian.
Hey, I'm liking the mat on the right side of the screen here. We don't see that one too often in the United States.
Well, it is the mat from the championship, so that's something that Axul got. Funny enough, Axul actually hasn't won the mat because he didn't make it like to the top 8 or something.
Oh, okay.
And so he actually never won the mat, but I think the tournament organizer gave him a mat. Wow! Wow! Axul is having quite a start here.
That's the kind of start you want to see against Jinteki, I guess.
Yes, so Axel is playing Andromeda here, and he plays 3 sure gambles and a feedback filter. And no, wait a minute, it's not Axel. Oh, I switched it around. So on the right we have Alex, and on the left we have Axel.
Got it.
Sorry about this. So the German champion is on the left. And the last time those two actually fought, that was actually the final of the German championships. And Alex, FOX, on the right, he lost that one.
Okay, well, he's in a good position this game, at least. That feedback filter is not something that we see a lot here in my meta, so it's really, awesome to see it in this matchup.
Yes, that's something that actually found itself into our meta because Axul's Jinteki, personal evolution Jinteki, got so incredibly strong in our meta.
That's really funny. So that card made its way into the meta because of this player on the left and is currently being played against.
Yes. And so, Alex here, FFOX, really has all the tools that he needs to withstand all the net damage that's going to happen. I mean, he has all the money in the world, and he has the feedback filter. That's all he needs.
And now he has the fairy to go get through those Komainus and whatever other tricks that Jinteki has.
Yeah, like the fairy will help a lot here. We have to remind that personal evolution, the ability is that he every time somebody scores an agenda, he will get a net damage. And there is a Desperado going on.
And okay, no run this turn. He's just setting up for next turn.
No runs yet, and Axul also just gets credits. At 10 credits, Axul, and Alex is at 11.
Yeah, I want to say either player kind of has the advantage here, although it's looking pretty good for Alex on the right here.
Yeah, like he has all the tools that he really needs. And drawing the feedback filter, I don't know how many he has on his hand in his deck, but I'm assuming it's just one.
Yeah, it seems like that's probably a good one of... Oh, Magnum Opus here.
Yeah. So that was the deck that he constructed for the German nationals, which is Andromeda with Magnum Opus. That will allow him to get all the monies to go against something like NEH.
Right.
Because NEH taxes you with like all the Sands and city grids. And now with a Magnum Opus, he can get all the money that he needs to trash all this stuff. And now, of course, he even helps with a feedback filter.
And was that 3 remotes that just went down there on that turn?
Yes, he did. Axel did the thing where he shuffles the cards and then lays them all out.
Right. Okay, passport down. Is he worried about Inazuma here?
I think he is worried about, Yagura.
Yagura. Oh, okay, fair enough, yeah. He's just going to check out the remotes.
Yes.
Going on a little adventure.
There we go.
Gila hands.
Gila hands.
That's an important score.
Mm-hmm. And of course, he decides to take the net damage. He doesn't. If it doesn't kill him, he doesn't need to pay it.
Yeah. He lost a crash space. It's probably not that important in this matchup, so that's probably the right decision.
Yes. Not even sure if Axul is still playing Scorched Earth.
So the Magnum Opus is curious. I don't see it too much in Criminal because it's really hard to get out in Criminal. Do you know how many copies he has in his deck?
Not exactly sure, but I think you can You can look it up on StimHack because I'm pretty sure Alex posted it on. He won the Dutch Nationals, so you can check it out there.
Oh, okay.
It's a very unusual Andromeda, but it's something that is very popular these days in our meta. And there's a shock.
Not using the feedback filter, he hits a John Masanori. That's one that I think he probably would have liked to have.
Yeah. Getting the oldest card draw is really nice against Jinteki here. Ooh, and he scores another one. That is a House of Knives. Another
very important one to take. And he just draws up to finish the turn.
I think those two players, because these are the two players that actually went on to the Worlds from Germany, because it's the German champion, and of course Alex decided himself that he really wanted to go there.
Oh wow, so they were both at Worlds?
Yes, they were both at Worlds, and this is before Worlds. And I think they practice together a lot, so this is like a very familiar to a setup for both of them.
I was at Worlds myself. I don't think I played against either of them. I don't remember playing against any players with German accents. Are they both German?
Yes, they're both German.
Yeah, but I might have seen them there.
It was a huge player pool, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was about 250 people there, so of Netrunner players. And
Yeah,
we got
yes.
Siphon going through the pup.
Yeah. Really good there, but Axul is still pretty rich there. He is still enough to trigger snares and whatever.
And did he clear the tags? I didn't quite notice.
I think he did, because we
I
don't see any
them.
tags.
Yeah. I think he might have siphoned, cleared the tags, and then drawn a card.
That's possible.
So definitely doing a good job of keeping the pressure up. And now just a pup on HQ. Not hard to get in there.
No, but Axul just keeps playing those cards here, forcing Alex to check all of them.
And what do you think is going on here in the remote with the ice?
Yeah, that's always a bad thing. You think that that's the valuable card, you think that that's the agenda, but that's
Right.
Of course it's yet another, mind game kind of thing. Yeah, or even worse, like what I often see is Eli, and behind it a psychic field.
Yeah, then you just EMP him.
Yeah, and then
Right.
because they have to get through the Eli, they spend the clicks, and then they don't have any clicks anymore to draw up.
Oh, he
But it
gets
is
the
an
house in
agenda.
there. Oh, that is bad. I always hate when the Corp scores that.
Yeah, this is going to be tough now.
I mean, it's good that he has feedback filter. That is a good counter to House of Knives, but
And he has a Magnum Opus, so he has the money to feed the feedback filter.
right.
But now, of course, the Corporation can deal 1 net damage during a run using the counters on the House of Knives. And then Alex runs on their R&D and finds 2 Yaguras, as expected.
Okay, so that's a little bit of a tax, basically, and he sees a Ronin.
Yeah.
That's a good one to get rid of.
Yes, that's definitely the very good draw here. Sadly, no agenda, but defusing all those dangers here is very, very valuable for him.
If he had that John Masanori still, he would have drawn like 4 or 5 cards by now.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think that was a very good snipe there.
Yeah, definitely. That if just having that in hand, it might have been worth him using the feedback filter to save it.
That's for sure. But on the other hand, if it's not killing you, then you might spend the money now, and later on you might be missing the money for something important.
Yeah, it's true. But I think that John Masanori would make up. Like he wouldn't need to spend those clicks on drawing. He would just get to the draw.
I definitely agree there. All right, so he runs on that card there. Oh, that's a Yagura on an external server, so he cannot use a passport to break it. And I'm guessing he prevents the net damage this time around.
And what does he have? 3 or 4 cards, maybe? It looks like maybe 4.
I'm not sure. He's shuffling a lot.
I
He still
think
has a lot of cards.
Yeah, definitely 3, probably 4.
Psychic field. That's what I told you. This is the worst.
What click was this?
Not sure. Do we see?
This might have been.
I think it's the first click right now.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember anything else. It's
So
not
he has
horrible.
He has the clicks to draw it up, but yeah, like, so now they're playing a Psy game. If Alex loses a Psy game, and he wins! Wow! That was great! And he keeps the Psychic Field there.
I guess, what's the reason not to... Is it like a 1-2 trash cost?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about this, but I think it's a very low trash cost, 0 or something, or 1. But recently, there is like a trend of runners not trashing traps from remote servers
because of Jackson Howard.
Yeah, because they can be Jackson Howard back, right?
Right.
And because nobody's playing like this. What's the card?
Diversified portfolio.
Yeah, nobody's playing that. So
right.
And you kind of force them to play something over them.
Okay, so he puts the security testing on the shock, so that's a good target. We still don't know what these 2 inside remotes are.
Yeah, they haven't been checked yet.
Right, I mean, I think the runner's kind of written them off at this point. The Corp hasn't really done anything with them, so the runner's just hoping that they're nothing important, which could work out.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it can be anything, that's the problem here. He decides to run through the Yagura here, thinking that there is something valuable behind the Yagura. The Yagura fires. This
I don't think there's anything behind there.
Another copy of... So we know that there's at least 2 copies. Another Psychic Field! Oh no! Oh! Painful!
Yeah. I think HQ is a good target at this point. Go check out HQ. let him have his remotes. It's not working out here.
Oh man. Oh, he loses the Psy game. And then now he has to discard a card. Now he has to decide if he wants to prevent all this net damage.
Yeah, it depends what cards he has in hand, I suppose.
Yeah.
Looks like he has 3 cards, so that would
pays
be...
6 credits.
Okay, so he's going to save 1 or 2 of them? Does he have 3 or 4 cards in hand?
I think 6 credits, that means he has 2 credits on hand. 2 cards on hand.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought it was more.
It was really true. I guess he can afford to run into even something like a snare because he can pay himself out of it.
And this deck doesn't look like it's using Mushin Notion. Do you know if it does? Oh, just as I say that, he plays Mushin Notion.
There we go. That's a Mushin Notion.
So I was just gonna say, you know, he's not threatening the Cerebral Overrider yet, but there we go.
That's something that killed Alex in his game on the German Nationals. By the way, exciting games. You should check them out if you haven't seen them yet. Amazing finale, both games. But of course now the Cerebral Overrider is not as devastating anymore because Feedback Filter can even prevent brain damage.
Right.
So there's security testing going on.
So I think that was 2 clicks for John and a security testing, so he's going to let that remote sit, looks like.
Let's see about that. I think so.
And, yeah, he's taking some credits.
He just gets 2 money.
That's when Jinteki likes to do Mushin Notion tricks, is when the runner's low on cards. Make it a hard decision for him.
Oh, there is something you replace in that server, and there's the Jackson Howard. That's really a nice play here, I think, because now the Jackson Howard, trashing the Jackson Howard is extra taxing.
Right, yeah. So he doesn't have a way to get it through that Yagura, huh? I mean, break it.
No, because this was, at this point, there was the Rex, the dog breaker, wasn't out yet.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he has some kind of way of dealing with this, but I'm assuming it's something like a Yogg, perhaps?
Yeah, Yogg would be pretty great right now.
But you know, that Yagura is not as taxing. I mean, he can just pay for the brain damage anyway, for the net damage anyway.
So that was interesting. He ran on the Yagura, and the Corp used... I think the Corp used him before the subs triggered?
That's possible. So now he can shuffle his deck, and he can look at top card now due to Yagura.
Yeah, I mean, that seems fine. I'm not sure if there's a big difference in doing that, but maybe there was some reason.
I guess he wants to make sure that there's no gen on top.
Right, I guess, yeah, decrease the odds. That makes sense.
He didn't look on top. Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, you know what? That was probably just an R&D run, and then he used a Jackson Howard to decrease the odds.
Oh, that could be. That could be.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to tell sometimes where the runner is running.
I'm trying to listen to the audio, but you know, us discussing here sometimes, you know, I don't catch all the details.
I like when the runner just throws out their arm, like in a karate chop motion, to declare what's her.
The karate chop should become like the golden standard of how to do runs.
Yeah, from now on, everyone uses the karate chop. It has been decided.
And also, don't put your credits on your card like Axul does here. That's bad.
Yeah, there's not enough contrast. We need contrast. A little bit of feedback from commentators here. We should make a page somewhere that describes all the rules for making yourself easier to commentate.
Although I must say, like, Axul is doing it quite well. He like lays them out in like this neat little row that makes them actually quite well readable. It's not the worst.
Right.
The worst is when you have like this disorganized pile. Yeah, that's the worst.
No, when they put them out just in stacks of 5. Okay, so he replaces the fairy with a femme on that unresed ice.
Yeah, he doesn't have to immune to host a fairy and a femme, so he has to.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I think what I would have maybe wanted to do is run HQ and use that fairy just to save a little money on the pup.
Yeah. So to get the most out of to use every part of the buffalo.
Yeah, every part of the buffalo, right? Exactly. That's a phrase I was going to use.
Every part of a fairy buffalo.
The fairy buffalo. Maybe that's what you call this episode. Yeah, and also I just get the feeling that HQ has agendas right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to tell right now. Like, Axul plays another card in that tiny server that he built there.
Yeah, and he knows the runner could get in for... Well, still that the Yagura is still threatening.
Yeah, it's still there's still no really solution for this. I mean, he just can use the feedback filter to 3 credits to prevent the net damage. But Yagura is such a strong card. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I said, as a criminal, I always have problems with this. It's taxing, it's easy to res.
And it's a code gate. Like, why is that a code gate? It's so weird.
And net damage from the code gate, like, the first time I encountered it, it threw me so off. I had, like, my fairy, I'm running on things. Oh,
Gila hands was back there.
So now he's at 3 credits, is that true? Yes. No, 3 agenda
3 points, yeah. And 5 credits right now. Oh no, he's gonna get a lot more, though. The Siphon.
Here's the Magnum Opus, he has all the money in the world, and a Siphon even, ooh. I'm guessing he removes the tags, he doesn't want to get killed through a Scorched Earth. He doesn't have any Plascrete out now, so that would be really great now.
And he really hasn't seen too much influence yet. I can't think of what influence other than Jackson Howard, so it's risky to even float tags with 1 Plascrete, because there might be 2 Scorched Earth.
Interesting. There's a net damage from where?
Just a casual net damage.
Just a regular.
Sometimes you know if it's casual, it's
maybe from the Gilahan score.
Oh yeah, it must have been. I think that was just a little bit delayed because I don't remember that. Yeah. Okay, new server here. You don't have any space anymore, so we put it in a 2nd row here. And that is a 4th advancement token on that.
Oh man, that's the worst. That's the worst. It's just twisting the knife there.
Just run it. just do it.
Because if that's a cerebral, alright, that's even if you can prevent, like, how much net damage, brain damage does the cerebral feedback filter prevent?
2.
Alright, so that would be still 2 brain damage.
That's not that bad. Oh, he's doing a net damage on the run.
Alright.
I'm not. Where's he running right now? I can't tell.
I think he's running on the
4 advancement.
What just happened? No
That's
access?
a good question. Another casual net damage?
Huh. I'm trying to listen to what he's saying.
Yeah, I can't even tell where he's running right now.
How did that net damage happen? I will edit this. When I edit this, I will listen to what they said, and I will explain exactly. Oh, I think that was a net damage from the House of Knives. And then he gets to money. So this was a money round for Alex right now.
Yeah, he needs to start using it. Just start running and spinning and taking net damage and feedback filter and all that.
Ice gets replaced in that tiny server there. Now the fem doesn't help anymore.
So those are okay.
We see a Zool
and infiltration.
Yes, that helps a lot right now.
Wow, he is really teched against Jinteki.
That card fell out of favor.
Yeah, infiltration's a really interesting card. I mean, it's good. It's just it's usually not really good enough to include. But when you have it in a case like this. And he infiltrates the 3 advancement instead of the 4 advancement. And he sees the Cerebral Overrider, so that's good.
So we have spotted 1 Cerebral Overrider, so that's a nice thing to dodge right now. And then he gets the security testing money and draws a card. Alright, something installed in that tiny server there. With Zool out right now, it's really great because now he can get to the Yagura pretty cheaply.
Yeah, 4 credits if he wants to break all the subs.
Running on a tiny server.
This ice is really funny. This ice is so taxing for how cheap it is.
It's amazing, yeah.
And he sees...
Oh, he has a John Mazanori out, so that's why he's drawing all those cards. So that's great.
Okay, I missed that install.
We missed that install, but there's John Mazanori, so that's why he draws a card when a thing is complete. What did he saw there?
That was a shock.
And then another
infiltrate 4 advancement. I'm really curious.
That's great.
A Ronin.
Then Ronin, huh?
And so he just trashes it for his last click, I guess.
The very important thing, the Ronin was a huge threat there. That was a really great play to defuse this thing.
It would have really just hit him economically. So, I mean, it was definitely worth trashing because it only cost him 2 credits instead of costing him, 9 credits if it triggered. And he wanted to block all the damage. But
you know how it is, you triggered a Ronin after he just ran into a snare or something, and then he just spent all his money to defend against the snare, but then the Ronin hits, It's just one more threat diffused. That's really nice. He runs again on that server. We don't see what it was.
It must have been the shock still, right? I mean, did the shock get replaced?
Huh. Maybe he forgot. Maybe it was installed over with another shock. That's completely plausible play right there.
Right.
You're running on R&D? Seeing a Mushi no Shin there, I think.
There's probably 4 agendas in HQ right now.
Yeah, like at this point, it's shocking if there is no agendas on HQ right now.
No, there must be. He has a ton of 1-pointers. Where are they?
And we haven't even seen a fetal eye or something.
Right.
And Axul is kind of frustrated a little bit right now because Alex has all the tools to.
He has all the tech against personal evolution on the table.
This is like a great the card gets replaced there. Oh, advanced twice. This is a great follow-up to the German nationals because it's the same players, and the meta has shifted now, and Alex seems to be equipped to deal with that crazy Jinteki now.
Yep, well equipped. Magnum Opus feedback filter in Andromeda.
Well, he had the Magnum Opus in the Nationals already, but feedback filter and infiltration, I think, are new.
Right. Oh, that Masanori security testing Desperado combo, so good.
And Dirty Laundry.
And Dirty Laundry, why not? Oh, this is classic Andromeda. I mean, there's a lot of Jinteki tech cards here, but it's just like the machine is online and it's just chewing through these servers.
It's crazy. Oh, but hey! Axul scores the Gila hands. He's happy about that.
Oh, I think he should spend the money at this point. The thing is, like, he's getting low on cards, and that's a lot more difficult for him to come by at this point than credits.
Definitely. But for some reason he decides to get net damage here.
Yeah, he has so much money, and I can't tell exactly how many cards he has left in his deck, but I think it's getting down there.
Yeah, like long games against Jinteki get you to, you know, really dry up your R&D there. I know you R&D, I guess your stack, right?
Right, your stack. Maybe this is maybe there's another tech card here. Maybe he has Levy AR access.
Man, that would be great. But I don't think that we have so much influence right now. I don't think he has that.
Yeah. All right, he's going into HQ.
Damn! It's a mind game. It's a Psy game. Future Perfect. This can win the. No, it can't win. He has 3 points.
It would be a good one to take, though.
It would be really good. Oh, he loses.
Yeah, that was odd. I think he just spent a credit, but he just put it back into his pool.
Oh, he put 1 credit back. He spent 1 credit and put 1 credit back, I think.
Oh, no, you're right. That makes sense. So R&D interface going down. This one's a little bit risky.
Yeah, no, I heard that's actually a good strategy, and because you like 2 cards on R&D is okay. Especially now that he can, you know, prevent any snare damage that he can do.
Yeah, that's true. If he has the money, so he diffuses another Cerebral Overrider there.
Oh, great! So I think there's just one more left. I think he Axul is playing 3 Cerebral Overriders.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Especially since we're not seeing a lot of his influence. Those are each 3 influence, I think, right?
But I think one of the cards that installed there might be actually a Jackson Howard. At least there's certainly a second Jackson Howard somewhere. Oh, we see a Moshin again. Oof, oof.
And so he's threatening the Future Perfect there. That's a great mind game, because yeah, if it's a Future Perfect, you really don't want him scoring it, but...
Yeah, so Alex is checking the cards on R&D right now, on archives right now.
So what's the worst case if it's not Future Perfect? What's the worst case here?
Oh, another Future Perfect on R&D. He runs an R&D and there's another Future Perfect. Axul is table heading himself.
He's not happy about this. No,
no, he's not happy.
And as we just await the bid.
And he wins that once. But of course, it's still on top of R&D, and he still sees. Oh, there's another agenda right underneath it. Oh no! Oh no! That Future Perfect can win the game now if he runs again.
Yeah, that's what this must be his. What click would this be here? Okay, they're just doing it again.
They're doing it again. Yeah, that's Future Perfect for you right now. This can win the game now, actually.
He's got it, right? Nope.
No. Oh, that's such a great comeback now, because again, one of oh no, there's another agenda underneath.
Spend some money. Spend some money.
That was a Fiddly Eye, of course. Again, that's really a lot of net damage now, and Alex decides not to prevent it with a feedback filter. Down to 1 card. I don't think he can do the Future Perfect now anymore. Can he?
No. Now he needs to draw up. Because he knows he has Neural EMPs.
Because if that's that advanced card is a Ronin, that would be a really trouble.
Ronin and Neural EMP, yeah, that would. And he has 14 credits. I guess he could dodge.
Draws a card,
damage,
yes.
Right? Yeah. No, that feedback filter, like I'm not used to seeing. And
oh, it was the Future Perfect after all. Oh.
Yeah. It makes sense. It makes sense.
It makes sense, but now Axul is also up to 5 points.
And what's unfortunate about that now is the other Future Perfect got drawn into HQ, so he's gonna have to go through that pup to try and steal it and not hit a snare.
Yeah, and then still play the Psy game only.
Right. Yeah. But the runner, I think, did make the right... Like, he sees the Future Perfect on R&D, so you know for sure that's a Future Perfect. Just try and get it. So he did make the right play there. But,
definitely. But the Future Perfect is so difficult to score, and now he doesn't even need the Future Perfect, so just getting like a 1-pointer of R&D would be fine too.
Right.
So I don't exactly know what the best play here is right now. It's very taxing to run R&D, but on the other hand, he sees 2 cards, and there's a lot of 1-pointers in that deck.
And money is not an issue for him.
Yeah,
I think you keep the R&D lock until you score an agenda, and then you get money, and just let him do whatever he wants on the remotes.
I mean, successful runs also even... Okay, so there's the last House of Knives token that is being triggered right now. That's Psychic Field. Nice. I think all Psychic Fields are accounted for. And nothing else.
He has 2 cards left in his grip.
That was the first click. Dirty Laundry. Where?
Yep.
On the security tested server. So yeah, he draws a card. No, he already drew a card.
He gets 6 credits from that.
Yeah.
So that's 2 net damage he could block with 1 run.
That's great.
Yep.
And then on HQ, he wants to see that Future Perfect, but it is... Oh! Neural MP, not good.
With the feedback, I mean, as long as he has credits, that never makes sense for the Corp to play that, because the Corp's going to spend 2 credits and the Runner's going to spend 3, and the Runner has Magnum Opus.
Yeah, it's just something to, to finish the Runner off if they have 2 little cards on hand and no money.
Right, and I would be surprised if that's the way this game goes, but we'll see. He's forgotten about that Neural MP. It's just kind of floating out there like a current.
Yeah, I think now it's a Neural MP current.
I guess we never realized Neural MP is actually a current.
It's a memento mori to remind the runner of his mortality. All right, so there is install advance in that little server there. That has become a quite substantial server right now with three ice.
So he's checking R&D.
There's a Ronin and nothing else.
All right, you got to go into the remote. You got to do it.
You got to do it now.
And look, he doesn't have a lot of credits at this point. He can only dodge 2 net damage.
Yeah, so now if he hits something, but it has to be something advanceable. Oh, it could be a...
So he's doing a security testing. That's good, because that'll give him 3 credits, which could dodge another net damage, and it will give him a card. And then click 3 going.
I mean, if that's another Future Perfect, he will lose the game. He has to check it.
Yeah, I mean, it could even just be a fetal AI. There's anything that gives the Corp 2 points here.
Yeah, that would also win the game.
Oh, I'm sensing a trap. I think it's a June bug.
Yeah, if that's a June bug, that's going to be very difficult for Alex to deal with. He is so low on money right now. He gets a credit from the Desperado.
He had to spend.
And there's
he spent
excess.
3.
Oh, Cerebral Overrider! No!
Bye
That's the third one.
feedback. No, use the feedback filter.
Doesn't use the feedback filter. Oh man, because the feedback filter, I guess that's what's keeping him alive. That's the problem here. And
yeah, I can see that.
2 brain damage is not that bad yet.
Right. Yeah, I can see that.
Thinking about whether to trash it or not, he decides not to trash it. To prevent it from being easily Jacksoned back into his deck, because getting those 3 Cerebral Overriders back into the deck would be devastating. So we see 2 brain damage. I guess he hasn't used the little brain tokens yet, but yeah, 2 brain damage there.
Yeah, I'm sure the Corp won't let him forget that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he does his security testing, gets his Masanori card. And
That's
R&D
really
has another ice on it. He's signaling that he doesn't have agendas in HQ by doing that.
Oh yeah, because then I guess he would have... I mean, Alex has been checking R&D frequently. Oh, and that's it. That's the end of the game. That's the chaotic entanglement he scores from R&D right there. Ooh! Wow.
The Flodic's a good one to take.
Wow, what a fascinating match here, and it's really nice to see like a rematch here with a slightly changed deck here.
Look at that start. three sure gambles in the
I mean, that was already kind of like, that set the tone for the entire game there, I think.
That was just ridiculous. Even for Andromeda, that was ridiculous.
That is, in fact, a very rare draw. All right, so we will be moving on to the second game, to the final game of the tournament, and I hope Brian here will join me here when we continue doing things. So, Brian, where can people find your stuff?
Sure, yeah. I run the website sansanfrancisco.net. I mostly do YouTube videos, which is on the YouTube channel Jackson Howard. So you go YouTube, The Jackson Howard is the name of the channel. And that's where I have a lot of my games online.
Excellent. Brian, are you familiar with the movie Hackers?
Absolutely. Hack the World.
No, it's Hack the Planet!
Oh, Hack the Planet.
Hack the planet! Shut up and get in the car!
Sorry. I am familiar, but I last watched it in about 1998. So.
Those were the times, wasn't it?
Great film.
Oh, man.
I think it won the Academy Award that year.
It should have. It should have. It has been robbed if it hasn't.
Right.